Alright, how's everyone doing? Uh, Today I got a toy and some cards in which I just got in. Just uh, open them, so I'm going to show them. This first thing I'm showing is um, unlocking my childhood, because this is the Corgi Junior, the Amazing Spider-Man Spider Copter. And this was one of the ones in which I had. I got to check again, but it was either 76 or 78, which would have put me 76. I was 8 to 10 years old, in that range. So again, this copter actually is still packaged. A little rough. I did clean up this whole side that had a little bit of grime on it. It cleaned up real good, come out real nice. So I can't wait to put it with the rest of my Spider-Man stuff. Again, Spider-Man fan, so wanted that back in my collection. My focus this year is, outside of a few things that I've already kind of started down that road, is really to focus on a couple things. One is stuff like this from my past. I got a couple of Hot Wheels that I'm after that was there when I was a kid that I want again, that kind of throws up those, nostalgia moments. But this was a big deal because it was one of those things that always stuck in my head. I think eventually I broke off some of that, the little legs that come down and stuff. So, and you can look, and even the Spider-Man is completely wrong in how they did. They didn't extend out the Spider-Man red for it and stuff, so it was kind of funny. But it's true nostalgia for me. Next one I'll show is, this comes from the Drake's Cakes. It is cakes they would have in 1978, and this is Incredible Hulk. Let me see if I can put that right there. It'll show good. Not keep forgetting where my phone is. Wait. All right. So this is the Incredible Hulk. This is, again, Drake's Cakes did a series. I think it's 24. Being the fact that Dr. Silver Age is such a big Hulk fan, you know what? Okay. I had to move that. The lighting was terrible. But Dr. Silver Age, being a Hulk fan, I sent him where somebody was selling a whole set of these. Pretty expensive, but I found them cheaply. I try not to spend a lot per, but these were pretty neat. They actually have the covers. You notice down here, though, this is card 15. So again, when you see these little numbers and stuff, that's what they're from. Now, another one I did was, I picked up these for literally nothing, but I got it for more of the Star Wars, but I thought the peanuts were kind of neat. There was Charlie Brown. Two here of Lucy. And this is pretty neat. This is from the early 70s. Give me 1 second and I'll tell you. 1976, that's what I was thinking. These are Dogs of the World, so if you are a big dog fan, there you go. Poodle unlocked. It was part of the 5 different ones. Now, this is a 1996 Star Wars trilogy one. This is one of 6, so there is. I have to get 5 more, and if you see the star coming in and out as it does it, so really neat. Again, Han and Chewie sitting there taking off, and again that would be let's think, 96 would have been before they crapped up the whole series, so they were still kind of releasing some stuff. I think it might have been when they re-released the series. So now these about the show are fun riddles. They're actually originally from Lucky Charms. They're bigger than a normal card. They have the little riddle at the top. These really cost pretty much nothing when I got them, but I thought these were really neat because these were a cereal promo, but they were basically cards, but as fun riddles. Now, if you look at front and back, this is the front, and then there's the back. Wow, fiddle stand. Ooh, don't do that. And then there's the back. Again, same front, back, but however, the words are different up here that they do for them. And again, they're very big cards. And there is different ones for it that you would get for the riddles. Because here's one with the clown. And picked up like 7 of those. I got to look into how many was actually available through those. Just happened to stumble on those. Love cereal promotional related stuff, so in different companies. Now this is a lot that I picked up. If you've ever seen Maya with North, trying to remember his name now. The kid, the guy that played, it'll come to me. The guy that played Dennis the Menace in the old black and white ones, Jay North. Eventually, he done, I think, some cartoon voices too. I think he might have even done Jace on Space Ghost. But there was a show in 19. I think these come out of 67. That's what I was thinking. Because this was a lot I looked for around that 67. The story basically is that Jay North's character basically decides that his father is missing, and he wants to hunt him down there in India. At first, they want to send him back to the States, kind of thing, and he escapes, trying to go find his father on his own. There, he runs into a Indian boy who has stole a elephant named Maya. So basically, the story unravels with him and the Indian boy, and I think another kid, heading around all over looking for his father and keeping the Indian kid out of jail. Now, it is up on YouTube. You can watch episodes of it. I watched episode 16 the night before, just to kind of get a brief view of what it was like. It's not really a bad show. It's like I said, it's just different for the time period for what it is. But like I said, I at least seen 16 episodes or more. I don't know how many seasons. I didn't look into that, but they did do a card set, as you see. Now, the reason I bought that card set, though, because it was nice and cheap, was for these. Now that is Mickey Dolenz. And again, these are monkey cards. Used to love to watch the show when I would get home. Now you'll notice the pink and the blue. They are different series. This is both I think the pink and the blue are the same series. The yellow ones I'll show you will be of a different one. There is an A, a B, and a C series that come during this time period of around this time. So, again, I do have some of these, not many, so I am trying to put this together. But I used to love making home from school. Usually watch the end of Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. Then watch Battle of the Planets. Maybe about then would be probably Banana Splits, the 30-minute ones. And then the Monkees would come on at about 4 o'clock. And then maybe something else, but by then usually was throwing on the clothes to head outside and play until it got dark. Because, magically I never really had homework. There's the boys playing. And I think I'll probably try to buff out some of these and bring out some of the color to them. Cool shot of all 4 of them. Here's a good shot of the 3 of them. Peter by himself. Mike was always my favorite. I wore a toboggan everywhere at one point when I was a kid because of it. I just treated it like a hat instead of it being that. And I don't know how I handled it with my head because now it gets too hot to wear a hat hardly. So, and the last one is Mickey and Davy. So, like I said, love the Monkees. Had at least a couple of their records originally, and then sadly some of my stuff got damaged and I had to get rid of it. In that lot, there also was this cigarette card, as well as this one. Again, I got to check the years on those. Those are actually pretty old that I know of. So, again, I tried to make a note of everything so that I'd be looking for them. And like these cards come out to about 68 cents a piece. So again, that's actually a pretty good deal. But there was, now, these are cigarette ones. These are Welch, James O. Welch Company. Like I think Welch's Grapes kind of stuff cards. And these come out of 1953. They're part of R757 series. As you can see, that is, let's do it. This is Moon Mulligan right here. And this is, I don't think that's Smitty, but that one is Moon Mulligan because it actually has it underneath. But that one says Smitty underneath, so I'd have to figure out where from. So those were really neat. Now the last ones I'm going to show, I purchased the whole set. They were not an expensive set, but it comes out in 1960. There are 25 of them. again, these are so cool. They come out of um, they're from they're from a British company, and they actually do it as candy, and they put the card with it. That's why you'll see that the card is really, really small. That is the Wright brothers plane. And if you look on the back, and like I said, these are beautiful cards. They're actually in great shape. That's Into Space 1960 is what these are. And we have, see, the first airship. That's card 2. This is the first hot air balloon. Again, they are little cards. Let's see. Let's see. Gliding in the Alps. First liquid fuel rocket. Now, some of these are true, real historical things. Some are futuristic fantasies where they wanted to go, like this Jules Verne's moon shell. So again, just really cool art. Um, and this is Luca. I think it's how it is. Laika Luca. This is the dog they sent into space. So it's a card of his. Might be the rookie card. Might have people to get on that one. Sputnik in flight. Again, think about the time period 1960. We have not done enough yet in space at all. This is Sputnik 2. By this time, this is before I think Kennedy announced his drive for space, or about the time. Royal Navy Sea Slug. This is spaceship landing on the moon, which again by then, or maybe even now, we haven't made it to the moon. So again, that's what they were thinking of at that time. This is Jupiter C U.S. rocket satellite. This is a spacesuit that they envisioned of what they thought it would look like at this time. And this is a manned rocket returns to Earth. This is another one of those, what they believe it would look like as it come back down. Diorama of the U.S. satellite rocket. Rocket booster parts of the rocket. And these are beautiful looking cards. They really are. Second stage rocket parts. I mean, they're clean. They don't have a lot. I mean, some of them are just so nice the way they're made. Spacemen return to ship. Now, what's funny about this is it looks like a beehive over on the one side. Track the satellite around the Earth kind of thing. This is imaginary A-plane. So again, this is another one of those, they said this is what we think we may have kind of thing. And again, if you've been live as long as I have, you know that some of this stuff just really never happened that way. Now this one's cut terribly. It's the only one that I see that way. Refueling spaceship. Even though it's just a border, and they don't refuel spaceships in that way, so they do aircraft that way at times. And then this one would be assembling a station in space, which eventually we did. This one is our radio pictures on the moon. And this is pretty cool looking spaceship. And then the last of the set of 25 is Royal Navy Sea Slug in action. So they kind of took ABC kind of thing and said this is what it does. So that is it. That is all 25 of those in that set. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you've seen some stuff you've never seen before. I hope, like me and Spider-Man here, you give me a thumbs up and a like and a subscribe. I appreciate everybody that's been subscribing. I'm going to be doing, I have a few more things coming in the mail that I will be doing videos of. So I appreciate everybody that's been watching. Appreciate everybody that's enjoyed my shorts. I also want to mention to everybody that Dr. Silver Age and Shannon are calling an end to their show. If you haven't watched Comic Book Memories, which is a great Saturday show, saddened as we are, we send our prayers and blessings out to both of them that they stay well, healthy, and at the same time, we also, I would like to make sure everybody knows to not miss that last episode if you can watch it. Those guys have put a lot of time, effort, energy, and they are a special part of the community and just really good guys. And I appreciate them. And I think that anybody who watches my stuff should be watching theirs to begin with. But if you're not, definitely go over and subscribe to those guys, Dr. Silver Age and 4-String Bend. Shannon's channel, you'll find it. So just great guys of the community and wonderful collections, but better they are better people than their collections are. So with that said, I appreciate everybody for watching. I appreciate everything you've done, and I'll talk to y'all later.